Okay, welcome Australia. This is so exciting.
Hi, guys.
My name is Annie Schwartz,
And I'm Robert.
and we're the Schwartzes, and we are from Southern California. And we actually just got back from Australia. It was very exciting. It was so much fun to be there and to be able to launch Australia with Miriam. And before we get started in our training, we're going to give you a little bit of our background on who we are and basically just a little bit about how we got started with Miriam. My background is in the entertainment industry. I've worked as a talent agent for the last 30 some years, and I just actually retired my company. And Robert?
I'm a mortgage lender for 27 years, 21 owning my own company, until that lovely recession hit and I had to close it down. And then I was given this bottle of Miriam from my sister, and I didn't want to take it. It was really funny because I had no interest in it. I was 51 years old. It made no sense to me. Why? I never used product before. But as a favor to her, I tried it. And OMG, in 5 days, my skin started literally transforming in the mirror. I mean, I felt it right away in 24 hours. But in 5 days, I saw it in the mirror. And I did take my before picture, so I do have it. And it's a rock star picture because I was ugly.
No.
But, so what happened was, as a businessman, I'm a business guy. I think that way. I checked out the business plan on this, and I found out a couple things. That number one, the business plan looked very lucrative. It looked ground floor to me, and this owner, Jeff Olson, which I never heard of at that time, but he is known as the millionaire maker in relationship marketing, said he was going to take this around the world. So to me, I looked at that as a ground floor opportunity, something I turned to my wife. I said, you know what? The worst thing that can happen here is we get a great tax write-off with the tax laws for a home-based business, at least in the United States. And we need to do this. And I thought, what if this worked for my friends the same way it worked for me? And what if they really do open up the world? What would it mean for my friends and family and our legacy and my kids? I don't want to worry about my whole life. And my wife and I love to travel. We love helping people succeed in business and in life. That's something we really enjoy. And, we thought, what if this happened? And in the last 5 years, it truly has been an incredible journey. We're now in 6 countries, as you know, you're the newest, with many more to come, which Annie will go into. But we're having a lot of fun, and we're helping a lot of people be successful at this. We're meeting a lot of people in our lives, which are great people. And like Annie said, we're just dying to come back to Australia. You guys are great. We really enjoyed our time there. And I must tell you, the coffee.
The coffee! Oh my gosh, the coffee! The coffee was so good.
We did not like coming home.
We seriously dream about the coffee all the time.
I won't go to Starbucks since I came home.
Somebody's got to get us a hookup on that coffee.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you for sharing that. It's funny because
this rocks.
Yeah. The thing that really, when Robert brought this to me, one of the things that really stuck out for me was the making people better. And, they already had this in place day one when Miriam opened, that they wanted to be a real company. They wanted to basically, they had a real product that really, really worked, and they wanted to have, a real company that really helped people, that made people better. And Jeff Olson had 10 core commitments, 10 core values that he sort of based the whole company on. And then they had in place the Ripple Foundation. And what that is giving back to big brothers and sisters, giving back to World Vision, giving back to the community, just giving back. And the philosophy of that was what was so exciting and appealing for me. So I love that, and I loved getting behind that. So Robert was like, let's see if this works for us. We'll see. We had never done anything like this before. We've never been in so-called relationship marketing. With our backgrounds, of course, we've been in relationship marketing and just growing a business, but in this particular type of business model, we had never done that before. And I really had the question, how am I going to have the time? How am I going to fit this into my life? I'm not sure I can do this. What do I have to do? I'm not really sure. So part of this training today is kind of to go over that. I'm sure you guys have those same questions that I have. And Miriam makes it super simple. That's the best part. I think that one of the hardest parts for me was really being able to believe that it was actually as simple as I was shown that it was. So that's what we're going to do. So really, the qualities of a brand partner is the same as the quality of a business owner. And I really like that because I've been a business owner. But for people that have never been a business owner, what's amazing about this company is they have a simple plan to actually not only help you succeed, but along the way, you're going to learn how to be a business owner and actually be a better business owner. I really did. I have learned so much in the last 4.5 years. And honestly, I thought that I knew a lot about business, having owned my own company for 17 years. I thought, there's not much more I could learn about. I've had to do marketing. I've had to do the website. I've had to do a lot of things. But really and truthfully, I will tell you, I have what's called Business 101 here at Nerium. It's been amazing. And one of the other things that I found here, which I didn't have in my industry, was I found personal development. I found activity that I didn't have before. And so really the things in business that are paramount, I think, is faith and belief, a burning desire to do something that you love. And for Robert and I, we have always been passionate about the businesses that we've been in, and open. We had to be coachable in this business and teachable because this was a company and a business that we had never been in before. So we were open and we were always willing to work. We understood about building a book of business. We also understood it took time. And so we've been okay with just building our book of business over time. And the greatest part about the journey for Robert and I is when Robert came home that day, he was like, Annie, what if we could take this around the world? What if we could travel the world and be able to take a product with us or products in the future? Because when we started, there was only one product. And I said, well, that would be amazing. That would be a dream come true. I mean, can you imagine that you could build a book of business and be able to travel somewhere? And at the time, I didn't really see how that was going to happen. And yet in the last, 4.5 years, not only have we traveled all over the United States, which I had never done before, but we've also been to Canada, Mexico. Robert's been to Japan and Korea a couple of times. And then we just got back from Australia. So every place that we go around the world, we're able to, experience the culture, experience the people, and build that along with our business, going, state to state, country to country, city to city, and meeting just amazing people. So, of course, in business, you never want to give up no matter what. If you're passionate about what you're doing and you believe in what you're doing and you have something that's exciting, you want to stick with it and stick with it as forever. That's the way I believe. So getting started right. So what I'm going to do here, you guys, is I'm going to go to another screen on my computer for just a second. And I want to show you how we get people started right with Nerium. You may have gotten started in the business. You may have already talked to your sponsor, and you may have already gotten your box, and you've basically were handed what's called a success planner. And that's exactly what it is. It's a success planner. And this Fast Start game plan is meant to really walk you through how to get started with Nerium. So if you haven't had a Fast Start game plan, just know that your sponsor will sit down with you and do that. But I kind of wanted to give you a little blueprint of what we do here at Nerium and how we get somebody started the right way. So of course we want to make sure that when you try the product that you, and by the way, you guys, just so you know, when Robert and I got started, it was 7 months the company had been open in the United States, and really we were thought of as pioneers. You guys are a few weeks open in Australia. You are absolutely, the people on this Zoom, the people that have started in Nerium in Australia are the pioneers of that country. You are first to country. And so how you get started and how you duplicate that process is going to be amazingly important for your success and the success of the people that you bring in. So going into your success planner that you get into your kit and that your sponsor will go over with you is really, really important, because it's really the way that you connect to the company and you do the right activities to start your business. So as you can see here, this is called the Fast Start Game Plan, and it really kind of goes through getting started right by taking your own before picture so that you have, I tell you, Robert, I didn't take my before picture. I was stubborn. I don't know why. I just didn't think it was going to work. Nothing ever worked before. But Robert did take his picture, and he had an amazing result. He continues to have an amazing result. And that picture he carries around poster size everywhere he goes. It's in our car. I mean, he shows it to everybody. So, you know, it's on his phone, it's on his computer. And I'll tell you, that picture has really, not only has it created a lot of excitement with the people that we know to try our product, but people that we don't know see that picture and think, wow, that product really works. So you want to definitely take your picture. You want to be a product of the product. You want to use the product correctly every single night. And you want to get started on your product prospecting list. And I'm going to talk to you about that, about building your list so that, you know, the minute you have your product, you can start getting it out there. And you want to put together your first launch party or your launch get together, okay? And of course, you want to locate where your first regional training is. We're doing this training today because your regional training but it's going to be happening in a few places that I'm going to share with you later on in the Zoom. But basically, that's what you want to have that handy. You want to know where your training is going to be so that not only you can attend, but you can take the people with you. And then, of course, the NuriumCall.com. That's great because you can get that on your phone, your computer. And then Nurium University. You guys have already had your first Nurium University. It's on Monday nights. And it is a trainer from that's a national marketing director who trains you on different ways of doing this business and different ideas on how to do things and hearing their story and hearing their successes and how they do things. So it's a very valuable tool to have. So as you can see here, it kind of gives you a blueprint. And then the next page, which I think is the most important page, is really finding your why and setting your goal for success. And so that's really where we're going to spend a lot of time. So basically you're finding your why and then getting your next rank advancement. So now I'm going to go actually back to my slides, if you don't mind, just for a second here. And basically we're going to get started. And launching the business, you know, I remember my sister-in-law and another, the person above her, Anna Camp, who's now an international marketing director with the company. You know, I remember them coming to my house and saying, you know, you need to find your why. And I wasn't sure what that meant. I said, well, what do you mean my why? Why do you want to do this business? You know, why is it important for you to do this business? And I have to be honest, at the time, I did not know what my why was. You know, Robert, he came home with this product. He tried it. It worked for him. He said, we should try this as a business. We'll do it as a family. It'll be something, you know, something great, hopefully, and we'll take it around the world. We had a dream, but we didn't know. I mean, he may have had a why. I didn't really know what my why is. And I have to tell you, when I was going through the Success Planner, when I first got my box, I saw this roadmap to Lexus. And I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, you can get a free car. And at the time, Robert's like, yeah, but we were just coming out of the recession and he didn't want me to have any payments. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can get a free car. I became a maniac with that. I was like, I have to get that free car. So my why originally was, I just want to get this car. How do I do it? And I remember saying, well, what's my next step? What do I have to do to get the car? Now I know in terms of a why, that's probably not the best why to keep you in the game or keep, you know, you doing a business, but I didn't really have any idea what this was to begin with. So now my why has grown to be so much bigger and it's so much broader. Of course, it has to do with, you know, nothing to do with a car. It has to do everything with helping just enormous amounts of people to do better in their life and to help them succeed and to be able to help my family and to be able to build a legacy for my children and to be able to take care of, you know, the people that I love in my family. And there's a lot of things that enter into my why, and my why changes all the time. But this is a very important factor, and this is why, you know, I can tell you honestly, my why makes it so that I would never, ever want to stop my business, because I see that as I build a book of business, I meet the most amazing people all over the world, and I have the experience that I would have never had before. So everything has grown much bigger in my life. And I had no idea that that was happening. So for people that are just getting started, you know, when you put down your why may be big already and I don't know it, but it's a good idea to actually write it down. And it's a good idea to share it with your sponsor or share it with some of the people that you know and love. It's not really this business, you know, owning your own business is never about, you know, the business per se. It's not about that. It's really about why you're doing the business. What do you want to achieve? What is in it? I remember when I helped my daughter open a clothing store, and the reason why I wanted to do it, the reason why I was so passionate about it, is because I wanted so much for her to have her dream. I wanted her to be able to do what she was most passionate about. And I was very passionate about helping her do that. So the why is incredibly important. And we spend a lot of time on that. So I do encourage everybody to write down their why and share it with their sponsor. There's many things in a why. It could be, you know, travel. It could be that beach looks really great to me. It could be paying off debt. It could be being able to spend more time with your family, taking care of your parents, taking care of a family member, retiring yourself, retiring your husband. Lots of different reasons to why you want to do this. So here's how we get started in Miriam. Miriam is a very simple business. You know, it's made up of basically sharing a product and sharing information. And if you can do that and keep it simple, you can really, really do very, very well here. It's not a race. It's building a book of business over time, but it does start with building your list. And Miriam provides you a list builder in your success planner that I spoke to you about a few minutes ago. And as you build your list, your list is ongoing. Here I am 4.5 years later. I still have a list. I still build my list every single week. I still go back to my list to people that I spoke to 4 years ago that may have not been interested in trying my product at the time, but I go back to them, and miraculously, you know, if they haven't tried it yet, they're really interested in trying it. So the list is very important. And what you have here that says get your 10 in play right away. As you're launching your business, you want to think about the people that are closest and most nearby that you can share the product with. I know that when Robert and I got started, you know, we got product. We had one product. It was the night cream, and that's the hero product that you're getting. You're getting both the night and the day cream. That product was what built our entire business for 1.5 years, that one product. And, you know, when we got that first product and tried it, nobody knew about Miriam. It wasn't a $1 billion company. There was only one country, the United States. We didn't have videos. We didn't have PowerPoints like this. We didn't have magazines. We didn't have, you know, we weren't in different television shows about, you know, how great the product was. Celebrities hadn't used our product yet. So really, we were just sharing a product that nobody knew about. I mean, can you imagine the opportunity you guys have right now, being the pioneers of Australia and having all the accolades and all the history with Miriam, the wonderful before and after pictures, and just the fact that we've grown as big as we have as fast as we can, but it just starts with your list. So when I got started, you know, Robert's sister Karen, she said, you know, you got to build a list of people, and you want to have a launch party, or you want to have a launch get together, and that was all we did. You know, that was it. We had people come over our house. We still do to this day. Every single week, we have people over our house. But now we have a system here that actually gives you the opportunity that as you build your list, you have different exposures that you can do, and they're very simple. One is called a real results party or a get-together, like I said. One is the product prospecting system, and that's actually handing the bottle to somebody on your list and actually taking their picture, having them try the product for about 5 to 7 days, and following up and following through and getting the product back. The other is sharing a video. So you guys have an awesome video. It's called This Is It, and it is an Australian version of our video that we use. And, you can share that with your friends. You can share that with your business associates. You can share that anytime you want. But that's a way of exposing this business in such an amazing way. And if you haven't seen that video yet, I really encourage you to go and take a look at it. It is a wonderful video. And then there's a sit down. That's just getting together with somebody for a cup of coffee or a glass of wine and basically sharing the information that you have. One of the things that was, different for me in business was I didn't have to be the expert in this business. Everybody surrounding me was supporting me to do what needed to be done to give the information to the person that I was exposing to Nerium, because I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about skincare. I didn't know anything about network marketing. So basically, I had to utilize the people around me that did, and they were there. I mean, you cannot believe the amount of support that this company gives you in terms of helping you to build a business. And we're all a little anxious at the beginning. We think, well, I don't really know. I'm not sure what to do. But the people around you, the people that got you involved in this business, and the people above them and the people beside them, and there's people on this Zoom that are on sideline teams. As you get to know people, everybody's incredibly helpful in how you build your book of business and how you expose your book of business. So these are the categories I told you about: the RRP, the PPS. You'll get familiar with all these, NCC, in the sit down, and that's our entire system. It's that simple. And I know it's crazy, but it is that simple. And really, the product is what does the work for you. If you can trust in the product, you can build a business. So what I put together here was basically, a lot of people get started with Nerium, and it's a very part-time, spare time business. And so a lot of people said to me, well, I don't know exactly how am I supposed to launch my event? Like, what do I say to my friends? How do I do that? How do I send out a video? What do I say? And so I put together a little script here that I think is kind of fun. And basically it's sort of like, it kind of goes like this. Hey, Robert, I'm super excited. I just started this new venture. I need to make some extra money because, I'm trying to help my parents. And this company has a great training, and part of it involves me sharing some information in front of a group of people. And I got to be honest, I'm super nervous. So I decided to have a few of my besties come over and help me practice this Saturday for about an hour. We're having a little wine and cheese, which is always fun. And I thought that, you could maybe come over, and I could sure use the support. Do you think you'd be available on Saturday afternoon? And, I'm also practicing on Tuesday evening too. So if you want to come and help me practice again, I would really love, I'd love to have the support. And of course, I need to get over my fear of speaking in front of a group. Thanks for being a great friend. And I just want to get really good at this so I can help support my parents. So what that script is really about is kind of being vulnerable about just starting your new venture. Whatever your why is, kind of sharing that with the reason why you're doing your new venture, and really, growing as an individual. It's true, a lot of people do have trouble getting up in front of a group of people and kind of sharing what they're doing. And I can tell you from experience, it wasn't easy for me either in the beginning. And now I'm able to do stuff like this and actually get up in front of a lot of people and share information. So, it is a process, but it's a real process. And so the more real you are with your friends and your family and your associates, it'll be a lot easier to get people to come over and kind of hear what you're doing. And then I use this as the video because of being in the entertainment industry, but you can kind of change it to whatever you want. So basically what I do is I'm sort of like, hey, Robert, I'm super excited. I just partnered with this new company. They've asked me to do a quick survey on a new video they just produced. It's about 2 or 3 minutes. And I thought, who's the most honest person that I know that would give me their opinion? If I text you the video, could you give me a quick look, and I'll call you in a few minutes? Otherwise, give me a great time that I can call you back. I'm running for this first promotion, and your input would be so valuable. And it's only 3 questions on my survey. So the questions that I ask are, what do you like best about the video? Did any of the products stand out to you in particular that you liked? And if you could get a 30-day money-back guarantee on a product, which product would you order? And so basically that kind of gives you the setup with somebody to say, well, guess what? All the products have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I'd love to get you started on one of them. And, this is how easy this can be if you just talk to people normally the way you do. So our entire system is about a 2-a-day exposure. That's what we do. We talk to 2 people a day at least. And so if in the matter of your day, part-time, spare time, however you've decided to work your Nerium business, if you're able to share some information to 2 people a day, every single day, using kind of that slide edge, decision, that's the book that our founder wrote. And it really is basically about that. It's about being consistent every single day, just doing something to push your business forward. And so here in the United States, we have a lot of different assets and tools. And right now you're getting to start out with that amazing video and the product. And so what you want to do is you want to put your list together, and you want to start sharing the product as fast as you can and that video as fast as you can to pique people's interest in what it is that you're doing. And of course, the follow-up is incredibly important. There's a great motivational speaker who kind of coined the phrase, the fortune is in the follow-up, and his name is Jim Rohn. And, really, if you think about it, anytime somebody has followed up with you about something, whether it's getting your carpets cleaned, or maybe somebody who wants to come around and do Christmas lights, or, people are busy. It's never anything personal, people are busy. We're busy every single day. But when somebody follows up with us and says, hey, I don't know, I don't mean to bother you or anything, but I dropped off my card the other day. I'm coming around to do Christmas lights this year. Do you have an interest in maybe having me do Christmas lights? I don't know that I would normally call that guy, but this actually happened to me the other day, that he was going around the neighborhood and he had dropped off his card, and then he had followed back up to see if anybody had an interest in doing Christmas lights this year. And, I probably would have never called him, but because he followed up, because he actually asked me, I actually booked an appointment. Don't tell Robert, he's not around. But I actually did. I thought, that's really good. I probably would have never called him. So the fortune is definitely up in the follow-up. And then, of course, if you're going to have a get-together, you want to, extend that to whoever you've given a video to, or maybe the product to, saying, I'm having a few friends over. I would love to have you over to kind of take a look at what I'm up to. And that's really that's really the way we do Nerium. That's really it, you guys. I mean, it's 100% to give somebody the product and then have them look at the information, invite them over for a get-together or an event, and that's really it. And I know that seems simple, but that's really it. And if we can stick to that, believe me when I tell you, Nerium works really, really well. So customer and brand partner acquisition is kind of what we talked about. We share the products. You guys have the beautiful Night and Day cream, which really is amazing that you got both of these products, because in the beginning we only got the night cream, and of course we didn't know the difference, but that day cream is absolutely beautiful. And then basically, as I said, you share the product, you share pictures, you share information, you explain how you're sampling, how you want to sample the product to them, you follow up, and then you do something which I don't think any other company I've ever known in the history of any retail, wholesale, whatever does. We have a 3-or free program. And basically what that 3-or free program is that any customer that comes on board, or any brand partner that comes on board in your business, if they get 3 customers, and that doesn't mean 3 customers every month, that just means 3 customers that are consistently getting the product, they actually will start earning free product themselves. And this is a program that I will tell you is changing the entire industry in terms of, and also retail business. I mean, to be able to have a referral program where you actually get free product like this is amazing, and it works, and it's amazing what our premier and our preferred customers are able to do by not only utilizing this program, this free product, but they're able to try the other products and really, they can place their own orders, and they have such a great program. Every customer gets their own free website, so they can go in and out, and they can change their order. They can delay their order. I mean, it's a very user-friendly. It's not like the olden times when somebody would set you up on getting an auto delivery and you'd never know, oh, I got to call the company if I want to cancel something, and you'd be on hold for 5 hours and it was a nightmare. This is a really user-friendly, very, very easy system for our customers. And that's why we retain so many customers, because we have a loyalty program. And I think the reason why, it's important for you to know the importance of customers is because customers are really that's your residual income. That's your book of business. Yes, you definitely want to build brand partners and people to build their business, but you have to also, those people are going to want to build a customer base as well. And all of that comes under you. So you definitely want to have a strong customer base. And Nerium knows that. And so they have a loyalty program in place that is unbelievable. And as a matter of fact, when Robert and I first got started in Nerium, we got a lot of customers immediately because Robert kept that picture around that he had, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, did that happen to you, Robert? I want to try it. Well, this loyalty program really is amazing for our customers. And so basically what happens is you get a customer started and that first month, and the second month when they receive their product, they automatically get 5% off. So their next order is less than their original order. And then by month 3, they get 10% off. And then by month 4, not only do they get 10% off, but they also get free shipping. Now, what's even better about that is that if we teach them how to get their own customers, typically what happens is they end up wanting to become a brand partner, because not only are they able to get their product for free, but they're able to make a commission if they become a brand partner. The biggest differential between obviously a customer and a brand partner is that customers can earn free product, they just can't earn commissions. And that's the difference. So a lot of preferred customers early on with us ended up becoming brand partners because they loved the product and people loved what their skin was doing and wanted to know where they were getting it. They thought, well, I might as well become a brand partner and make a little extra money. So another way of really keeping loyal customers is giving great customer service. And I love getting free product from Nerium, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in a few minutes. But because you're a brand partner, you are able to earn what's called Nerium Gives Back. And you're for getting customers and for getting brand partners, you earn points to be able to get more free products. So not only do you get your own ADO free with 3 customers, but every time you get customers and brand partners, you're able to earn more free product on the Nerium Gives Back program. And I love that, right? Because getting free product is the best thing. That's a replenishment of your inventory. I don't know any company on the planet that's ever done that before. So what I do a lot of times with my free product is I actually gift my very, very loyal customers with products that they've never tried. And so I put a few things down here that I do with customers. We have a communication system that we do with our customers where every month we get on our new preferred customers and we share that information on why they want to use their own website to be able to get their own customers. We show them how to get their product for free. I send them birthday cards. I like to do that. I think it's always nice to get a card. I send out cards thanking them for being a great customer. I told you about the gifts. Sometimes my customers will do an appreciation party. I can ask them and I say, I really appreciate what you've done, and if you want to bring some friends over, I'll do a customer appreciation party and maybe we can help you get your product for free. And then I always let them know that behind this amazing product is a beautiful business model, and for the right person, I'd love to share that information. So the power of 3 or free is for customers and brand partners, and it really is a powerful program that Nerium provides. And the more that you build your customer base, the stronger the foundation of your business will be. And so just remember that I said that as you build your business, the stronger your customer base is, and the stronger your brand partner's customer base is, the better your foundation for your business will be. Okay, and then here's the easiest part about building brand partners and new business partners. The Real Results Party or the Market Party, any of these types of events that you're going to have at your house, or you may end up having at a hotel at one point, these are the things that really drive your business. You know, bringing people together is 100%. It's 100% taking them from not knowing to knowing, and taking them from their first, second, or third exposure, and they may need 7 or 8 exposures. It doesn't matter. But these types of events bring people together. There's a lot of community. That's where you have all the fun. I mean, it is a lot of fun to have, you know, a few people over and get excited about, you know, this anti-aging products and what you're doing and sharing the information. So this is sort of an idea of, if you're going to have your first or second get-together, your first get-together, you want to invite as many people as you can. You want to talk to them, not text them or put it on Facebook. You want to basically call people, like I said, with that script, and tell them how excited you are to get your business started. And this is what duplicates. It duplicates really, really fast. I'll tell you, when I got started, I did it all wrong. And, you know, I guess, you know, I guess if I were to look back, I'd say it wasn't all wrong. But when I first got started, I called probably 50 people. I was like, you know, Robert and I got involved in something, and I'm having this big party, and we're opening up our wine cellar, and we're going to drink a bunch of wine and have a bunch of food. And of course, that is just not duplicatable for everybody. You know, I was so excited. I just wanted to tell the world. Now, it ended up okay. It was fun, and we had a great time. But I will tell you, the simpler your get together, the better off you are. You know, invite some people over. You're going to put your video in. You're going to watch a video. Some of my best, you know, events at my house are with 3 or 4 people. I open up my computer, I show the video, we're having wine, you know, we try the product, some of us, you know, and we just have a great time. So really and truthfully, getting to people, sharing information, you know, having a get together is really all we do. And if you like to be social, or you want to become more social, this is a business model that is absolutely all about having fun. And these are some of the pictures from around the world of Robert and I traveling with people, and in our living room, of having people over for, you know, a Real Results Party or a Real Results get together. And, you know, these are memories of a lifetime, you guys. It's just an amazing, wonderful, wonderful experience. Oh, are you eating?
I love memories.
Yeah, you remember all these things? I mean, they're so great. And so I couldn't put every picture up, but it just is a great way to, you know, show you that there's just people from all over the world there. So I told you a little bit about the Nerium Gives Back and our inventory replenishment program. And I think, honestly, that's probably one of the biggest advantages we have with Nerium, besides our product, to be able to earn and redeem points for products and never have to really go into our own pocketbook to buy product. I mean, you can buy product if you want to. You can certainly do that, but you don't have to. If you're doing the right activities and you're bringing on customers and you're bringing on brand partners, you know, you're going to be able to go into that inventory replenishment program and really order whatever you want. And you guys, this is just a taste of what you're getting. You're getting, you know, the day and the night cream, but then you're also going to be getting all of the other products. They're coming for you. So it's very exciting where you sit. You're really sitting in seats that are just extraordinary. And I am so absolutely excited for where you sit. So redeeming the points, you know, you get to choose what you want. You can do combined shipping, which is great. And you get about 6 months to be able to gather up all the products if you want to. You can order products every month if you want to, if you have points, but you can actually keep accumulating them over time. So basically, Australia, you're going to be getting regional trainings coming your way. And this was a little taste of a regional training to kind of get you started right and get you in the mindset of starting your business off right and helping your new brand partners start theirs their business outright. We're going to do this again next week too, because I think it's important that we keep doing this. And, you know, as you bring on brand partners, you're going to want to bring people back to this training every single week. And we're going to have other trainers on here to help you until all of your areas get going. But it's very exciting. Get it on your calendar that Saturday, November 19th in Sydney at the Shangri-La Hotel. There's going to be a regional training there with Mark and Tammy Smith. They are our chief field officers. You're going to get to know them. They're awesome. And then the Gold Coast is going to have a regional on November 22nd. And these are just the beginning. There will be regionals happening in Melbourne and in Perth and in Brisbane. It's going to be happening all around you. But one thing I will tell you, I never expected that I would be training a regional myself. I never expected that Robert and I would be on stage one day training other people. And so I want you all to know that you guys are the pioneers of Australia. You're the first to country, every single one of you. If you really get this business and you want to grow this business, you will become the trainers. So really, really engulf yourself into showing up to these trainings and learning about what you've got here, because it's a whole bunch of fun. And bring people back. Bring people back with your enthusiasm and your excitement, because I will tell you, and I'll be just really transparent, you know, Robert and I did not attend our first and our second regional trainings. We didn't know that it was that important. We didn't see the value. And that's one thing I have learned in this business, and I know this in life. If you don't give people value, if they don't see the value, they're not going to show up. You're not going to show up. So the whole idea about building your Nerium business is creating value. It's creating value with your product. It's creating value with the Nerium system. It's creating value with what this means to somebody's family. It's creating value with why somebody should spend their afternoon, you know, learning about this business. So, you know, the fact that you showed up today is amazing. I am incredibly, incredibly excited to be able to tell you that our convention, our international convention, is next July in St. Louis. I hope that you guys will put it on your calendar and think about being with us in St. Louis. This is where it all happens. This is where you get a huge vision of what this company is really all about. And so for your calendars, you can go into your back office, you can go into getrealconference.com, you can register now and act as if, just know that in July, you're going to be in St. Louis with us, and you're going to be training along with us and learning and taking your business to the next level. One thing I did want to talk about really quick before I end this Zoom and this training is our Nerium Lifestyle Club. This is a reward program for consistent brand partners that are doing the activities every single day. And what's awesome about it is, remember, this is a part-time business. It's a spare time business for most of us. It's not a full-time job. So to do these simple activities on a daily basis and being consistent, you can earn points for the Nerium Lifestyle Club. And all that means is that if you're consistent over 12 months and getting your 5 points a month, you'll be going on an all-expense paid trip with the company. And it's pretty great, you guys. I've been on a lot of the trips so far every year, and they are nothing but spectacular. So these are how you earn the points. So you can see that if you're enrolling a brand partner in a month, you get 2 points. Your PCs are 1 point. Your PCs are 1 point. So that means if you help somebody get 3 or free qualified, you're going to get those points. Okay? If you get Fast Start qualified, if you Fast Start qualify one of your brand partners, you get a point. If somebody becomes a premier customer, you get a point. And a PC upgrade to a brand partner is 1 or 2 points. So this is a really a wonderful way of building month to month and building for something fun with you and your team to all be able to go on a trip together. This NLC program, you know, we're all excited about it. Every single month we want to be in the NLC because we know what these trips are all about. And we know that to be able to be sitting with all of the leadership of the company, the executive arms of the company, all of the people on your team. There's nothing better. And there's no rank involved here. It's just doing the activities. That's what it's about. So, so the two questions that I always ask, and I do, am I NLC qualified? Yes, I am. And how many people do I want to, be NLC qualified so they can go on the trip with me? So those are the types of kind of incentives that we have with Nerium. And then, of course, this coming January, there's going to be a new product for the all international, all of the countries. And I think in Australia, it is not January 7th. It's actually January 14th. But I want you to know that this is going to be exciting for all of us to have a new product to be able to bring to our book of business. So that's why you want to take the day you start, you want to start building as big a book of business as you possibly can, so that when this new product comes out, everybody in your organization is going to want to try the product. And I know from the products that we already have, the past usually predicts the future. Our products are elite. They are phenomenal products that work, and everybody loves them. So I am so excited about, this product coming. So you guys, I just want to say to you that I thank you so much for sharing this time with me today and being at this first regional. I hope that you got a lot out of it and that you're able to get your business started right. And of course, go to your sponsor and talk with them about the Success Planner, because that really is a planner for success that is meant to help you do the system of Nerium. And we will be back here doing this regional again next week. We will be going over some other topics. And so please bring your new brand partners with you and come back. And we look forward to seeing you very soon. So thank you so much for joining us today. And I look forward to talking to all of you next time.